There's a lot of times that we consult with companies as their MSP on just different areas where they don't know the best pathway forward. And it's not because their team is incompetent. It's just that having another voice in the room really can go a long way. And, those
Yeah.
expertise in different areas. And I can give you an example right now. Something that's come up a lot lately is with this VMware, the renewals and the prices are so high. A lot of people are coming to us as their MSP and asking us, what options do we have? What is going to be the best pathway forward? We like VMware. It's not a matter, it works. We know it. We like it. But we got our renewal and holy moly, they want a lot of money.
Yeah.
So they're exploring other options and they lean on us because their internal team really doesn't necessarily have that expertise. So
Yeah.
that's just one example to your point of how an MSP can help you to navigate the best way forward for business growth and continuity.
It's a great example though. I mean, I have these conversations with enterprise CIOs all the time. I mean, and VMware is a great example. It's a great product. It is a stellar, spectacular product. That's not the problem. The problem is the value you get from that product. And it was at one price point, and now I've heard as much as 3x or
Yeah.
more in some cases. And the other problem with that is when you go through your budget cycle, and this is some new data that I just came across, but you go through your budget cycle, let's say for 2026. So you did that last fall, let's say. Put your budget together, ask the vendors how much it would cost, put a little extra in there because you know it's going to go up in cost. And then you go out and get a quote because you're ready to engage that product. And you realize that it's now 50% more.
Right.
What do you do? And you start to look at the alternatives. Now, your team is a VMware expert. They're not experts in Azure. They're not experts in AWS or Google Cloud or any of the other alternatives, Nutanix or KVM. I mean, they're just not. They know VMware inside and out. So what do you do? Oh, and by the way, your license is about to expire, so the clock is ticking, right? Tick tock.
Mhm.
So what do? You can't train your team overnight to be able to understand and then switch everything over. And what are the costs and risks associated with doing that? And this is
Mhm.
where I think an MSP becomes kind of your trusted confidant to come in and say, look, let's lay out all of the different options, the do nothing, continue, pay the extra amount of money and go forward versus here are the other alternatives that we could do and the costs associated with doing that. And so you do need that help. I often say with IT and especially with CIOs, it takes a village. IT is not an individual sport. It's a team sport. And that team is more than just your team within the organization.